Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone. Welcome back. Today we're not talking about political ideas. We're watching ideological toddlers collide with actual laws. Let's jump straight into the circus. Starting off strong, suddenly Halloween turns into I'm offended cosplay as leftists clog the Navy Yard and get cuffed. Nothing says Halloween like adults dressing up as victims of society and demanding candy from law enforcement. A mob of leftists decided the Navy Yard was the perfect place to scream their trauma and disrupt everyone else's night. Police showed up, passed out the treats, handcuffs. Here's a prime example of woke confidence crashing spectacularly.
Everyone knows you.
Everyone knows me?
They know who you are. They know what you do.
The girl comes in full throttle, preaching about listening to minorities and educating the masses like she's delivering the State of the Union. Then one simple question hits, and suddenly her brain goes on vacation. She's frozen, looking around like someone will save her, while her fellows enjoy the meltdown. Next up, we've got a protester who showed up ready to speak truth to power, but forgot to bring the truth part.
Why are you protesting?
How much time do you have?
A couple minutes. And what's the main reason you're out here protesting President Trump?
I don't agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Is there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with, well, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
She's holding a sign, shouting slogans, and then boom, the microphone turns into her worst nightmare. One simple question, and suddenly it's buffering in real life. The silence hits harder than logic, and by the end, even she knows the protest signs have more substance than her argument. Then, we got a woke meltdown in full rainbow mode that turned a pride festival into a full-on circus.
The Bible says in John 3:16, you can't get physical with me. Hey. You can't take our stuff. Hey, this is assault, man.
You're going to hell, even you, baby.
Take your hands off, man.
You get your kicked.
What you're doing is illegal right now.
I don't give a shit.
Go.
Can you please back off? Take your hands off me, bro.
Get your hand off her. You need
I'm
to
defending myself from this thing being on. Jesus,
You're such a fucking loser!
I don't know if you've been church hurt.
time that I've heard this.
I don't think you've actually heard the truth. God loves you. He cares about you. That's why I'm here.
Human race traitor!
Where is hate coming from?
You!
Jesus Christ, He cares about you all. And He took the punishment for our sin.
Yeah, he took the punishment from
Yeah. You would definitely see. Stop throwing water on me.
Let's see if that protects you now.
And I told you if you did that, what would I do?
Take your hands off. Hey.
Everyone is flailing with rainbow fans, yelling random threats, and performing accidental gymnastics to the preacher. And the whole scene becomes a masterclass in how chaos, bad logic, and overacting make a very entertaining mess. Coming up, we've got a modern miracle, a woke meltdown caught in 4K.
Been said, Chase, would you rather smash the hottest trans woman in the world or the oldest woman in the world? Honestly, bro, the oldest woman in the world, because then I wouldn't be gay. Are you like, Chase, how dare you be transphobic?
Yes, actually. What do you mean?
Because if I had sex with a trans woman, I'd be having sex with a biological man. And I don't want to do that. Because I'd be gay if I had sex with a biological man.
That's not gay.
That's
And
gay.
I don't even catch up actually. She's right. I mean, that's really hateful, bro.
She's not. Would technically be homosexual. A trans woman is a biological man. Sue me. It's true.
Biological woman, you don't even have any trans men. No, it's too far. A man of God does his job as a Christian. Yeah.
You know what God said? It said He made them man and women.
The guy says men and women exist, and suddenly the self-proclaimed inclusive crowd starts speed-running outrage. Nothing says progress like storming off before logic finishes its sentence. They keep preaching tolerance, but apparently it expires the moment biology enters the chat. Time for another one, somewhere between gender is a spectrum and men can be women. Logic filed for retirement.
You literally are destroying the Olympics for anyone who's not a man.
Well, that's a very grandiose vision of it, but
not really. Not really. If you look at the times and the results of men Olympians against women Olympians, you will see that in almost, I think, 98% of all the events, men are so far ahead of women on speed, on power, and everything, every other discipline. Women would never
separated by categorization.
Women would never win a medal again at the Olympics if you had your way. Is that what you want?
That's very sexist.
No, it's a physical. Hang on, it's not. Hang on, James. I'll come to you. It is not sexist. It is a fact. It's why we separate the sexes.
Piers drops one fact about biology, and the activist crowd treats it like hate speech. It's funny how the people who worship science forget it exists the second chromosomes enter the chat. Next up, we've got a modern-day Karen doing her best impression of a human dumpster fire.
One more.
Would you call that man a reason?
Because he's a filthy.
You call all of us.
No, I didn't. I called him for acting like.
So what do you call yourself? What do you think you are?
My name's Tara. That's what I am.
So what do you think you are?
I'm a mad.
So you call people when you.
I call people if they act like. Hello?
And what do you think you are?
Where are you?
Are you a nigger too?
Hurry up.
Who you call?
That's cool. You can go to jail. You feel.
Yeah. Clap out of you.
That's cool.
She starts spewing slurs like she's headlining a hate rally, and then spits right in a man's face. That's when karma shows up in the form of a quick right hand. The man lands one clean across her face, and just like that, her mouth finally discovers the concept of silent. Meanwhile in New York, leftists storm Trump Tower and are shocked to discover that breaking the law has consequences. It's funny how they think consequences don't apply to them. They believe they're history makers, but they're just background noise in the police blotter. Real change requires ideas. They only have adrenaline and hashtags. Cut to this one. Activists record themselves mocking cops and instantly regret selecting public stupidity difficulty mode.
Enjoying yourself?
You know, covering everything.
Nothing better to do?
Honor your oath. How about honor your oath, bitch? How about that? Honor your oath. Oh, there you go.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't say nothing.
You're supposed to get lost. This guy goes to jail. He goes to jail. Let's go. Put your hands behind your back. Yep. That's right. You go to jail.
I'm just watching. I'm watching. I didn't do nothing.
Hey, I'm breaking my glasses.
Party's over.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm not resisting. I swear I'm not resisting. I didn't do anything and I'm alive. I'm not doing anything.
Taunting cops while filming yourself is the peak of TikTok brain. They truly think being obnoxious on camera is activism, and then act shocked when the LOL content turns into a court date. Attention seeking is not a political strategy, it's a self-own. Then we have this. White liberals insist white people are the only racists until actual black people say, no, that's dumb.
I feel like white people did kind of create racism. The white people are the problem.
In that sense, white people are the only group capable of enacting racism.
Sure. I've got a few people today that are saying that only white people can be racist. In fact, a lot of white people are telling me only white people can be racist.
Not true.
That's inaccurate.
I mean, if you're only saying, like, white people can be racist, bro, you don't have a brain.
They're just being extra. That's really not the case.
The people that have told me that have largely been white that have told me that. That shocking to you?
Yeah. No, I think white people have done enough harm to other folks that they can have that opinion. It's crazy.
You ever notice how some white progressives need to believe they're inherently bad so they can feel righteous when they apologize for existing? But average black people just want to live life normally. The drama isn't coming from minorities. The drama is manufactured by performative guilt. Next up, we've got the hero of equality training, showing what equal opportunity really looks like when reality clocks in.
Work, contribute to society. Must I pay rent? Is it not enough to be a quirked up white boy goated with the sauce? Is it not enough to just have a good time? Make people laugh?
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm thinking if I should run her over, bro.
I'm driving.
What is she doing?
I'm driving.
We don't do crack. We don't do that. Your crack is whack.
What in the DUI is going on here? Man, this is some equality training right here.
Round 1.
He ain't playing.
All women are queens.
Do you know the funniest part about this? Is the people in the comments, the white knights, feminists saying, this isn't right, this isn't fair, he should go easy on her. I thought that you people wanted equality and you didn't want this treatment. I thought you wanted it all to be an even playing field. So when he does what people want, now it's a problem. You can't make...
Nothing sums up modern feminism like shouting, "We want the same treatment," and then acting shocked when it actually happens. Guess they forgot equality doesn't come with a safety setting. And just when you think college couldn't get more creative with nonsense, this next part shows why reality needs subtitles.
Just help save puppies, euthanizing them because they're at capacity. Instead of giving them up for like adoption, like letting them live 1 week before it's born. It can feel pain, it has eyes, ears, mouth, and a nose. They're poisoning the mothers in the womb, and then they're ripping apart the puppies limb by limb. And then actually we just have one more photo to show. They're doing the same thing to women in the womb. Harriet, this is Jude right here. By the way, these are real photos. OBGYNs will tell you it's never medically necessary. How does that make you feel when you see these photos?
Terrible.
I feel bad for the puppies.
Yeah. Don't you feel bad for Harriet too?
Yes. You would not think that this kind of things would happen in the first world.
I think it's actually one of the twos. Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to head out. I have class at...
Yep, make it make sense, but man, whenever they show pictures and that of how it really goes, I always blur it out because I don't know who's watching this video. I don't know if anyone's been through those things, so I think it's just the right thing to do by not show those things. I try and be sensitive to what some people might have been through, so I normally blur those things because to me, it's just horrendous. It really is. It like makes me sick to my stomach, man. And there's people who advocate for it and are happy doing it. Makes me sick, honestly.
It starts with the classic woke setup. Feelings first, logic never. The guy brings facts, and suddenly empathy comes with an expiration date. Puppies, tragic. Humans, it's complicated. Apparently compassion now depends on what's trending on campus. Now, here's a clip where a couple accidentally turn a casual interview into a total roast of woke culture.
If you could eliminate one thing from the world, what would you eliminate?
Narcissists?
Toxic feminism.
The girl kicks things off strong, saying she'd eliminate narcissists, already a solid hit on woke victimhood culture. But then the guy next to her casually drops toxic feminism, and it's game over for the woke agenda. This time, we got another masterclass in yelling your way into irrelevance.
Need to respect women, period.
So you should respect women.
I'm sorry, I am a woman, so if you don't think so, I don't really have time for this. And I don't have time.
My mistake.
You're going to let me speak because here's my truth. I've been raped 4 times. I've known women that have been raped multiple times gruesomely. And how sit up here and try to say that women aren't worth respect.
Say that.
I am a woman. I just became a woman. It's just like, are you kidding me? People don't even respect me, period. And I'm already black, so it's just like, yeah, that already goes against me anyways. But still, you piece of living garbage, trash gum on the bottom of my shoe. Oh my God, I wish I had a tissue for the blood. I would.
Might I suggest it's your behavior, not because you're black or a woman.
I'm sorry. Can I stop here? Can I stop here, please?
The protester storms up, waving her hands like she's auditioning for a Broadway role, screaming about respect, trauma, and identity like volume equals logic. Crowder, cool as a cucumber, sits back, nods, and calmly points out it's her behavior, not her gender or race. That's the problem. Get ready to witness Karen Shaw, the self-proclaimed peace marshal, in full professional protest mode.
Right now, I'm representing myself, and I'm representing the folks at Rise and Resist who have been trained
so Rise
to
and
be
Resist.
marshals.
How much do they pay you to wear this vest?
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
So I did some digging, and the woman trying to stop my interview is named Karen Shaw. She is a professional protester. I found her at almost 100 different protests. Let's look at her portfolio, shall we? Here's her outside Trump Tower saying TikTok time's up. Here's her saying ban guns, not drag. Amazing. This is her telling us that lies have consequences. She is also very passionate about abortion. Even in the video right now, she's just wearing a hat that says abortion on it. Sometimes she gets less creative though and just holds a sign that says enough. Now here I found her working with a different professional protester that I've exposed. This is Stuart Waldman. He was there when they raised the Palestinian flag over City Hall in Rhode Island.
Everyone knows you. Everyone knows me?
They know who you are. They know what you do.
I know what you do as well, Stuart Waldman. You are on the board of riseandresist.org, the company that is paying people like Karen for a second job as a professional protester. And the donation link to give you money is just Act Blue, which is the fundraising platform for the Democrat Party. That's who you are, Stuart Waldman. Now back to Karen. I found her with another professional protester that I've exposed. This was back at the Tesla protest. This is just a few photos of this other professional protester out of maybe 50 that I found.
She proudly claims she's not paid, yet somehow manages to show up at every protest from gun bans to Trump rants like it's her full-time job. Then comes the real MVP, the guy who actually does his homework and exposes her entire activist resume. Turns out spontaneous protest is just another day at the office for Karen. Cut to Iowa. Anti-Trump protesters try to cosplay January 6th at a Moms for Liberty event and end up auditioning for cops.
guys are just tuning in, today there were 50 protests in 50 states by leftists here at the Iowa State Capitol. They were outside over the noon hour. They came in because it's Moms for Liberty Legislative Day in the afternoon, and they did their best to try to disrupt that, and now arrests have been made. I think I saw 3 or 4 people being handcuffed. I guess I don't know, but they are being ushered out of the building. All right. That's going to be that, I think. So what you guys saw there was the leftovers of the leftist protest today outside the Capitol that happened over the noon hour. They have now been removed from the building. I'm not sure what instigated it, but I do know there were 3 or 4 people handcuffed and they were taken out of the building another way. So, a number of troopers still down there. I'd probably count 20, 15. And now it appears to be over. So now we'll go back to the Moms for Liberty Day here at the Capitol. If you guys aren't already tuned in, you can be tuned in on that. The live stream should be running on our Facebook page just below this post.
It's interesting how the same people who scream democracy think storming buildings and silencing mothers is the path to it. Their activism is about control. They only like freedom when they get to decide who speaks. Now check this out. We've got a woke feminist who thought she had biology figured out.
If a man can impregnate multiple women a day, why would women consider themselves the creators of life?
I guess because in the end, they're the only ones who can bring about life.
Well, a man can repopulate an island full of women. Can a woman repopulate an island full of men?
No.
So don't men create more life?
They do.
The girl strolls in with a smile, ready to school everyone on how women are the creators of life. Then comes the curveball question, and suddenly her so-called logic evaporates. One tiny word, no, and her confident reasoning collapses, leaving her awkward grin. This time, again a woke girl thinking she's the authority on biology while holding a microphone.
I'm here studying biology, and so we've learned a lot about genetic mutations and disorders and such, and there actually are hermaphrodite human beings where they have both ovaries and testicles. It's actually a medical condition called ovotesticular disorder, and while it may seem rare, there are hundreds of thousands of people born with this each year. I'm just wondering how that would play into your view of there being a spectrum of gender, because
These are people who can get pregnant and also impregnate someone else?
Yes, hermaphrodites, they have both ovaries and testicles.
That actually has nothing to do with transgenderism, because when we talk, when we talk about transgender, we're talking specifically about people, then we would just say intersex. But with transgender, most of the time, we're talking about men who, they don't have any deformity. They are just straight up men, clearly, and they are identifying as a woman. So even if I agreed that what you're talking about is some sort of exception, that actually would have nothing to do with the transgender topic.
She starts rattling off facts about hermaphrodites and genetic mutations, acting like she just solved the mystery of gender. Then, one simple clarification hits, and suddenly her whole expertise collapses. She flails, trying to make exceptions sound like rules, while her logic evaporates right in front of the audience. Here we've got a teacher who thinks parents should surrender their kids to activism instead of education.
I had 25 students. By day 2, I had 19, because 6 parents switched out of the class because they saw me, and they were like, there's no way, before I even got a word in.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
Do I think that it is okay for a parent to see me and go, not around my kid? No, I don't think that's okay. I feel like that's really crossing the line.
It's still the right of the parent to make that decision as to whether or not they want their child to learn from you.
Okay.
Like, it's still that parent's right. Like, you can disagree with their motivations, their motives, their ideas.
Would you say that?
She's shocked that moms and dads don't want their children learning pronouns before the alphabet. In woke logic, disagreement is discrimination and boundaries are bigotry. But when your politics walk into the classroom before you do, don't act surprised when parents walk their kids right out. Coming up, we've got the cultural appropriation police get schooled on history by a man with facts instead of feelings.
This might be the most logical takedown of woke culture you'll hear all week.
Do you have to be Chinese to wear this?
You don't have to. Anybody can wear.
What prompted you to make that video?
I made that video to prove anti-white ivory tower professors like the one in your studio wrong. This video and the others that I've made like it with Native Americans, with Mexicans, with the Chinese you just watched are irrefutable evidence that people like that professor are exactly wrong on cultural appropriation. I've seen people get offended by braids and say braids are a black people thing and white people can't wear braids. It's called a Dutch braid. It was from back in Nordic times, old Nordic times, with white people, with Vikings would wear braids, yet people want to come and claim that it's some part of their culture now. No, you can't claim that something is just a part of your culture either. It's for people to share and celebrate and use so you can actually have a society that is cohesive and works together as a melting pot, not all these different groups that can't work together because everyone's so offended. The only people who are actually offended by cultural appropriation don't really have anything else of meaning going on in their lives, it seems.
He absolutely killed that.
Woke logic says celebrating another culture is racist, but dividing everyone by skin tone is progress. They scream appropriation while sipping imported coffee and wearing clothes made overseas. The moment history shows up, their outrage disappears faster than their understanding of it. Now, check this out. A tolerant activist shows us what happens when feelings get promoted over fact.
What?
They actually have people filming you the whole time.
Cool.
Classic, kill with kindness.
Guess what? Hey.
Destruction of private property. It's against the law.
Somebody gets raped by somebody and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby. Yeah. If someone was raped and she gave birth and she decided to kill her 3-year-old child.
I meant to get your phone.
Someone call the cops.
Meant to get your phone.
Do not touch me. Someone call the cops.
1 minute, it's all my body, my choice. The next, it's my foot, your phone. Apparently, peaceful debate now comes with a roundhouse kick. When logic enters the chat, the woke exit with a flying attempt at censorship. Meanwhile, in Chicago, a woman uses her child as a human protest permit and learns ICE isn't playing peekaboo.
Llama al 631-803-81.
I warned you.
81-23. I got kids in my car.
I warned you.
I got kids in my car. I have kids in my car. I'm not moving. You're just trying to help the go. I'm just trying to help. I'm not threatening you. Do not touch me. No, I'm not threatening you.
Only in 2025, America can someone believe their kid is a legal force field. Imagine thinking, if I keep this baby buckled right here, ICE can't touch me. She basically attempted a federal protest while driving a minivan, and then was shocked when consequences showed up like the school principal. Next clip, intrusive woke jump scares at RFK Jr. get the Disney villain ending, dragged out by security like prop furniture.
I'm presenting today supports these goals and reflects.
The witness will suspend. The committee will come to order. Capitol Police are asked to remove the individuals from the hearing room. Members of the audience are reminded disruptions will not be tolerated. Members of the audience are reminded disruptions will not be permitted while the committee conducts its business. Capitol Police are asked to remove the individuals from the hearing room.
Why do woke protesters always think jumping on stage like a feral cat is activism? If your best strategy is startling people like a Halloween prank, maybe your ideology is less movement. Here's a moment where woke policies get called out and can't wiggle free.
Whose 15-year-old daughter was in a bathroom by a boy wearing girls' clothes, and the Loudoun County School Board covered it up because it would have interfered with their transgendered policy during Pride Month. And that man, Scott Smith, because he went to a school board and tried to defend his daughter's rights, was condemned internationally. Do you apologize to Scott Smith and his 15-year-old daughter, Judge?
Anyone whose child was raped is the most horrific crime I can imagine, and is certainly entitled and protected by the First Amendment to protest to their school board about that.
But he was cited by the School Board Association as a domestic terrorist, which we now know that letter and those reports are the basis for your this is
that's wrong.
Shame. Judge, it's a shame. This testimony, your directive, your performance is shameful.
That's not.
Thank God you are not on the Supreme Court. You should resign in disgrace, Judge.
Senator Tom Cotton asks Garland a straight question. The most horrific crime. He answers, yeah, no kidding, genius. Maybe try doing something about it instead of reading off a sympathy cue card. Cotton keeps pressing, and Garland's face says it all. He knows he's cornered, and it is like watching a bureaucrat realize that buzzwords collapse the second real accountability shows up. And here we have a classic moment where woke confidence meets actual comprehension.
Care about black men when they're dead. And let me tell you something as a black woman. I do not need a white man to tell me that my life matters. Do you hear what I'm saying? I know that I'm fabulous. I know that my life matters. You don't have the right to tell me my life matters. I don't need your privilege to tell me or to justify who I am in America. This is my country. This is my land. My ancestors built this country. So I'm going to walk around here as bold as I want to. And I don't have to have you to co-sign and tell me my life matters. That right there insinuates that you think your voice is bigger and better than mine. Yes, it does. You can disagree. You can disagree. But you are supporting an organization that does not like black men. And as a black woman, I can tell you how important black men are to the black family. Without them, we are nothing. So when you support an organization that doesn't push them up the way we need them to be, you ain't shit. And you can take that from Shamika Michelle and post it wherever you like.
Shamika Michelle struts in, declaring she doesn't need anyone's validation, while the young man with the BLM sign just stands there, like his brain hit pause. She tears apart the very organization she supposedly supports, lectures on black men, and ends with a mic-dropping finale. Shifting to street level, liberals scream at cops, drop F-bombs, and threaten violence, while lecturing about love and tolerance.
Shame! Shame!
Now we got these protesters going after
lunatic liberals.
I'm sorry, you're calling these people lunatic liberals now?
Yeah, lunatic liberals here. I mean, look at these people. They don't even know what they're arguing for. It's really a shame. Most people aren't educated. Most people don't know how law enforcement functions work in this country. If half these people knew what, our laws are of this country and how law enforcement acts and how they're going about this, they wouldn't be this mad. I think it's an education problem,
Do you think this is a left and right issue, or do you think it's just a law and order issue?
I think it's a law and order issue. I think people don't respect the laws of this country, and this is the outcome of that. We should support our law enforcement and everything that they do for us on a daily basis. Yeah. See, my point proven. Uneducated, they're just angry. It's pure emotion, zero logic from here. They don't know what they're arguing about. They have no idea.
And what are you guys arguing about with the police officers right now?
Bro, if the cops weren't here, I would beat your ass right now.
Really?
That's a crime. If I was you'd be arrested, but it's okay.
There's a difference between protest and a temper tantrum dressed up as politics. Threatening violence while lecturing about justice is peak performative hypocrisy. If you can't win hearts with arguments, don't be surprised when the only thing you win is a restraining order. And finally, a guy says Obama deporting 30 million is fine because law, but Trump deporting is fascism. Because feelings.
Very, very clearly, was Obama racist and xenophobic for deporting those people?
Racist and xenophobic.
He deported 3 million illegal immigrants.
Well, he was upholding the law, I guess.
So what's Trump doing then?
Well, he's doing it without upholding the law.
How is Trump deporting people different than what Obama did?
What deporting people have to do with anything? You know who needs to be deported? Everybody who's not a Native American. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay? You are a f***ing immigrant, my friend.
Oh, dude. Thank you. Have a great day.
Some people don't have beliefs, they have teams. Obama does it, genius. Trump does it, apocalypse. Facts don't matter. Consistency doesn't matter. It's just emotional branding and selective outrage. And here comes the street philosopher of feelings, screaming that science bows to emotion.
Holy. He said what?
Yelling louder doesn't make you right. Get saying down. that the facts aren't facts, don't make them not facts.
Your daughter should have the right to decide what she wants to do with her body.
Wait for it. We're having a conversation on the street. You don't dictate the rules. Walk away.
I'll get right in your face.
You're gonna have a heart attack.
If irony had a spokesperson, it'd be this guy trying to outshout logic. The calm guy didn't even need a speech. One line of common sense, and the whole facts are oppressive routine crumbled faster than a Twitter argument about biology. And here we have another proud moment from the Teach Your Kids to Be Kind movement, where kindness apparently means calling strangers names on command.
My mom told me to call you like. She told me to call you a dumb little asshole.
That's great. That's
great. Look at her laughing, trying to do the high five with him. Man, honestly, whoever that woman is, hard drives check double time. Why are you taking kids there? Take them somewhere else. Take them to the flipping park, GameStop, places where kids want to go. Not this. Man, I ain't even got to go there. And then on top of that, she's encouraging her kid to cuss and...
Come on. You're gonna teach your kid to say stuff like that?
Yeah.
I think that speaks for itself. I don't even have to respond. That speaks for itself.
Listen, how are these... Who is having kids with these women, man? Durex is $8.99 on Amazon. $8.99. That can solve a lot of problems. $8.99 can solve a lot of problems, mate. Like, who is having kids with these people?
When logic fails, they send in the toddlers. The man didn't even have to clap back. The woke parenting handbook managed to self-destruct all on its own. Switching scenes, dude vandalizes Trump Tower, waits for cops, gets exactly the thing he pre-ordered, jailed. Some people join history by building something, others try to join history by scribbling on metal and begging for cuffs. This isn't protest, it's performance art for people who have nothing else to offer the world. And then, woke protesters punch Trump supporters and are stunned when the sequel is called Arrested.
Wow, wow, wow. Whoa, wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. This one, she did it first. Whoa! This one as well, she started it. Yeah! And this one. Yeah! Yeah, she as well, she threw it first. Here we go, let's get these ladies getting arrested. Yeah, oh! Hey, oh, wow. Whoa, yeah, she's gonna get what she deserves now. Wow, wow. Careful with the wire, guys. Yeah, she's in handcuffs now.
See your kids. Why you not see your kids, Charlie? Charlie, why you not see your kids? See your kids.
Handcuffs for her as well. Oh, shiver me timbers. Wow, hey, let's get a close up. And there she is. Whoa, she's in the cuffs. She's in the cuffs. Whoa. Wait, who do we want? Her or the other one? The other one was the one that started it. Hello, mate.
Yes, Charlie.
Hello, boys. Yeah, she started it. Careful with the police. Careful with the police. Okay. We're good. We're good. We'll come back. We've got the shot. Everyone behind me, just in case. It's behind me. Wow. Careful.
I love how some woke activists think they're allowed to assault people as long as they say it's resistance. Violence is still violence, even if you hashtag it. You can't punch your way to moral superiority. Next story, FBI arrests the guy passing out bionic masks like Halloween party favors for Antifa Avengers. Every time I think the clown show is over, they add sci-fi props, bionic masks. Seriously? This is a cosplay convention that accidentally wandered into felony territory. When the feds walk in, that's when the fantasy ends. And here comes the My Body, My Choice squad, proving moral gymnastics should be an Olympic sport.
We're going to call the abortion facility and I'm going to tell them I'm pregnant with a 32-week fetus, as you say. Hi, I just turned 32 weeks pregnant. Am I able to come in for an abortion ASAP?
I wouldn't be able to see you for the week of the 23rd, so that would put you at 34 weeks.
Can I still have an abortion at 34 weeks?
Yes, and I just have to do an intake form. Do you have about 5 minutes?
Sure, I have 5 minutes. Yeah, I just found out that she could have Down syndrome. I can still have the abortion right, even though she has Down syndrome?
Because only in the woke world can ending a life sound like self-care. One call, one question, and suddenly the progress everyone's clapping for doesn't look so empowering after all. This time a woke official tries turning immigration law into a feelings contest.
This liberal woman thought she could save the illegal immigrants from getting deported, but Tom Homan, the border czar, have something else to say.
Portland Public Schools employees, contractors, volunteers, and representatives will not use district resources for the purpose of detecting or assisting in the apprehension of persons whose only violation of law is or may be an undocumented resident in the United States or failing to produce documents authorizing residency in the United States. Just a reminder that there are no current plans for mass deportation or other action, but we're doing everything that we can to be prepared should this become the case.
Some of these Democratic governors say they're going to stand in the way, they're going to make it hard for us. Well, a suggestion: if you're not going to help us, get the we're going to do it. So if we can't get assistance from New York City, and we may have to double the number of agents we send in New York City, because we're going to do the job. We're going to do the job without you.
She's reading policy like it's a bedtime story for lawbreakers. Then Tom Homan steps in and drops reality like a brick. Calm, direct, and zero sugarcoating. He basically says, help or move. And the woke crowd suddenly remembers they've got somewhere else to be. Brutal, beautiful, efficient. Hold on to your signs, because this protest star thinks shouting and abusing older men counts as activism.
Don't touch me! Touch years, read it!
That's right!
3 more years, young lady!
That's right! What that says? What that says?
You can't do shit! How many people did Obama detain? How many people did Obama detain? A lot, exactly. But you only care about Trump, right? Were you out here when Obama detained 3 million people? Did you come out here when Obama
What citizen has been deported? What U.S. citizen has been deported?
So many of them.
Give me one.
Why do I have to name them?
Because you don't know what the fuck. Thank you. You don't know. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Touch me. Don't touch me. You see? There you go. Deranged liberal. Deranged liberal.
An older man calmly calls out, 4 more years, young lady, while another off-camera agrees. She flails, shouts, and acts defiant, but when asked to name a single detained citizen, she freezes and admits she doesn't know, exposing the weak logic behind her protest. Next up, Candace Owens walks into a college debate and leaves with another flawless victory for common sense.
I will educate myself on the trans Native Americans that were running around America. We know that Native Americans were incredibly spiritual. There's no question about that.
Which spiritual? You believe in God?
I do believe in God, yes.
So
that doesn't make me believe in trans people. That doesn't make me believe that you can switch your parts. I don't believe they were performing surgeries. And you can let me know the
there
wrong
were people
body.
that felt that they didn't belong in the binary genders that we have.
Okay, so you're talking about somebody in the history of Native American history had a feeling that they were, and now you're saying that they're trans.
I'm just saying, I don't think you're really addressing what I'm asking. I'm saying that
I think I've addressed it like 20 times. And you're just not wanting to hear it because you want to believe that there were trans Native Americans that were chopping off their genitals. They weren't. This is very common when people take drugs, which the Native Americans did. But again, they weren't chopping their off. So no, this is a different thing that we're dealing with here. Next question.
A student tries to lecture her on trans Native Americans, but the argument collapses faster than a hashtag trend. Candace keeps her cool while the student confuses spirituality with surgery. The crowd laughs, the logic lands, and once again, feelings take the punch while facts walk away untouched. Finally, here is peak woke confusion as a young guy in the audience thinks he just cracked the code of history by asking, "Why don't you think we deserve reparation?"
Like, why don't you think we deserve reparations? I mean, you did get a check for a racist act back when you were in high school.
Okay, so first off, these are two different points. I do not think that we deserve reparations for slavery. I was never a slave in this country, and I think that the idea, if you think that you're going to get more than $200 from the government, okay, this entire debate is just it's a
He throws it at Candace Owens like he's some intellectual hero, while she sits there effortlessly dismantling his logic. Owens points out that she was never a slave and hints that anyone expecting hundreds of dollars from the government clearly missed reality class.
Democrats seek reparations. National apology for slavery. We are moving closer. You know what I think about reparations? I don't really think it's about the money. It's about continuing the victimhood within black people. I'm convinced that the Democrats are set on continuing to hold black people down. I was listening to a clip from T.I. and another rapper, and this is what they said, and I don't know why black people agree with them, but it was the dumbest thing ever. They go, T.I., the rapper T.I., go look him up. Go look at one of his songs. Look at the lyrics. And it'll put what I'm saying in the context. And it was another rapper, I forget who it was. And they get on here, and they say, see, they don't want a black man to speak truth. If we ain't talking about killing each other, they don't want a black man. It's like, wait a minute. Quit saying they. White folks ain't worried about you. You don't want to say the right thing. You don't want to do right by black people. Y'all the ones rapping about selling dope and killing and stealing and thugging. What you mean the white man? The white man just paying you to do what you want to do. Then if the white man wouldn't let you rap about killing and stealing and thugging, you'll be saying the white man is suppressing your freedom of speech. These black men that are adults, they got money. They're still mentally immature. It's bizarre to me how a black man can look in the mirror and look at himself and say, I'm...
Then Brandon Tatum takes over, calmly pointing out that reparations are really about keeping people in victim mode. He highlights the absurdity of blaming others for choices you literally make yourself, all while staying composed, rifle in hand, letting the nonsense self-destruct on its own. Now watch this. Leftists attack patriots and then cry victim when self-defense ruins their narrative.
They just lit my flag on fire, you guys. They lit my flag on fire. Yeah, please. Thank you. You guys attack people and then cry victim. You guys literally attack people and then cry victim. That's funny. Yeah, you are on drugs.
Are you all the way in the back? Are you scared of a 5'1" girl? Are you scared of a 5'1" girl? I'm 5'1". You're scared of me? I'm 5'1". Get out of here! You think scared of a 5'1" girl?
Look, they say they're not violent. Look at them. Tommy! Tommy 2 point, come over here.
Yeah! You don't know where you're going! He attacked a woman! He attacked a woman! Come on! Do something! Swing, bitch!
Look at them.
Swing!
They're tough in groups.
Come on! Come on!
They're tough in groups.
Cannot take the bait! Cannot take the bait! But keep him here! Cannot take the bait!
Yeah.
Yes! Don't take the bait! Don't take the bait! Don't take the bait! Don't take the bait! But he stays here till the police come. Exactly. That is fair. Don't take the bait. You're trying to jump him.
Nah, I went ended the live. Yeah, I'm recording. Let them know that I'm still out here and I'm good.
This is their favorite tactic. Hit first, cry victim later. They genuinely think the world owes them immunity because they scream the right hashtags. Self-defense suddenly becomes fascism, only when they're on the receiving end of consequences. Finally, let's see what happens when they scream tolerance, but can't tolerate a Turning Point USA sign.
Really? Tearing up our yard signs. Who do you think you are? No, who are you? You think this is freedom of speech, tearing up somebody else's yard sign? Look at this. This cannot be on our campus. Oh my, what? That is crazy. This is the left in one image. Wow. Just wow.
Because nothing defines bravery like fighting cardboard opinions with scissors. The face says, I'm saving democracy, but the actions scream, I just failed basic civics. Another proud moment for the movement that preaches inclusion just as long as you're included in their opinions. And that's a wrap. Subscribe for more reality checks just like this one. And let me know in the comments which clip made you laugh, cringe, or cheer the loudest.